Hello my fellow noobs, I'm your host recording from the new Pylon, back at again with another episode of Indie Masters, and today's game that we're going to be playing is Bastion. Now we've just completed the smoking pipe quest, so I don't really want to go back there because that was quite hard. So
even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the Calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. We all lost loved ones in the Calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up. We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
I guess we'll start off with the Kale Hammer.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up would do their time here, smashing things to bits. The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Work in the yard did have its risks. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
Really? 40 seconds.
Better hammers. A good day's smashing could feed a family for a week. The strongest, fastest folks earn more than their fair share.
Nice.
The kids worked the yard before, but that time we just plain destroyed it.
I think it's super strong. Stunning wallop. A crushing attack that stuns any foe unlucky enough to get in the way. The heaviest stonework on the roof and the wall needs to be. What? I don't get it. Alrighty, next one.
The accused always got a fair shake in Zealandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial.
What do I have to do? Deflect attacks without getting hit. Okay.
Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man. Bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you. Reporter's back in session for the kid. Old ritual from when folks believed there was this godlike bull watching over him. Had to make do with nothing but a shield.
What? I pressed. Fuck. Will it be over already? Oh my god! Oh my god, are you serious? These little fucks?
The smarter ones knew when to just step aside and let things go.
Jeez. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh.
Some folks wound up taking the coward's way out. Kid makes it out in one piece. The trial pushed many a man to his limits. The kid pulls through in fine form.
Oh, you serious? Can't see you. I took one hit. Oh.
Kid pulls it off like it was nothing.
First prize, baby. 2,000. Wow. Thank goodness. Whew. That's another challenge off the list.
There's a hint of pride in his eye when he gets back, and more than a hint in mine.
Oh yeah. I'll go ahead and change these ones. Range. I'm not sure what it's gonna ask for.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Buy one of those, and then there's no materials here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead to this proving ground.
Ever felt a Zolwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zolwood Grove, marshals learned to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo.
So it has to be spread, I think.
Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Huh. How many shots do I need for first prize? Oh my god. Serious? One less? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go upgrade a little bit so this quest can be done easy.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
15 damage.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
Spread and knockback will make it easier.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket. The man who fell on his hindquarters in the grove wouldn't soon hear the end of it. Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
I think I got it.
The best of the best cleared the course in just a few shots.
Scrap salvo. Nice. Completed all three of the training grounds.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
Scrap salvo. Ooh. Maybe interesting to use that later. No, I'm using time for the next core.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now. And the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog. Well, no use turning back just yet.
I know, but I wanna know what's up here. Oh.
Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
Foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. No bonus.
Pith. Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him. The gods ain't gonna catch you if you fall. kid passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it. The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Oh, come on. Calm down. Alright. Unless I got something out of that, I guess.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
I keep coming back to this place. Oh yes, I gotta go back because I got the achievements.
The trappers, daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed. The masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only two of us.
In a single world play shot. I guess I'll go ahead with the musket and machete. Reduce penalty to long range damage.
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil. Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Two target penetrations per shot.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter. The repeater and machete, favorite choices of the Ura hunters we once fought. It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken. Turn him round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly.
What else we got here? Completed a lot of it right now, actually. Yeah, this one. Let's go and hopefully there's gonna be another core here. And I think the next building we're gonna be building is a shrine. So
the Langston River flowed free and wild till the Calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nelly. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nelly knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings.
Oh, that's a lot.
Peckers.
Oh, I didn't buy it. Fuck. Okay.
They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Nice. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Let me click the switch.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, long as they hit something. Kid almost falls in. Windbags getting even better idea. They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie. She's just gotta make one last stop. With the last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in pecker country. Seems the Calamity ain't hurt the peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? 4 times.
Well, that makes the 5th.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
What?
Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. Well, that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Come on.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
I can keep falling down.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh. Pick that up. It's in it. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why I did that. Oh my god, how did I fall down? Got it. Motherfucker.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
Stop.
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Already?
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
It's really interesting that the items that you pick up, like the mementos, has a little story providing behind it. So it's not so bad.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
You got the other core down, and I think it's a shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon. A Kobe.
Okay.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections.
Alright, but I guess that's all my time for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys click the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Indie Masters Bastion. Peace!